What is up YouTube, it's your boy ANDYTV here, back with another CSGO video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different ways to quickly improve your aiming in CSGO. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I have a goal of 10k subs by the end of the year, so help me reach that goal and subscribe. Also, hit that like button if you want more CSGO videos, follow me on all of my socials, and come hang with me on Discord. Alright, so I'm not saying I'm the best player in CSGO, I'm not even that good. I used to be global elite, like at one point when I cared about matchmaking rank, but now I just play to have fun. But honestly, my aim is still there. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys a few tips that help me improve my aim drastically. Tip number 1, crosshair placement. So a lot of the times when you watch pros play, they're not always flicking. In fact, they rarely ever flick. The only people that really ever flick are the oppers. And typically on professional teams, there's only one designated opper. Most of the times, flicking is not necessary. Most pros you watch always have correct crosshair placements. Their crosshairs are always predetermined. It's always in the same spot, somewhere around headshot level, and it's never too far off from where they think an opponent can be. Just aim at spots you actually think you can hit. Like let's say you're watching this corner right here with an op, and if you're watching it this tightly, you're most likely gonna miss unless you're Kenny S or something. So widen up your shot and actually aim at shots you can react to. Don't give yourself such a small window of reaction time, because most of the times if you do, you'll fail. Another thing you can do is predetermine your shot. Walk through an entire map, find the right angle and right spots to aim at, and then practice doing it over and over. Work on your crosshair placement, learn the map you want to play on, and predetermine every spot beforehand, so if your opponent is actually there, you'll be ready for the kill. For example, if you're walking out long A and you think someone is holding long A corner, if you're already pre-aiming there before they see you, as soon as you pop out, you're most likely going to be the one who kills them first. And another example of this is aim at spots most people like to play. Like let's say everything is smoked off just like this. Just aim at the spots and pre-fire the spots you think the enemy is hiding. Tip number 2, mouse sensitivity. This right here is probably the most important tip in this entire video. Finding your correct sensitivity might take time, but if you're willing to learn and adjust accordingly, I'm telling you right now, your aim will thank me. I don't know about you, but your aim definitely will thank me. So when I first started playing CSGO, I was always stuck around MGE, DMG, you know, those low ranks. I just couldn't understand why I was dying in 1v1 duels. I thought my aim was good. Well, I thought wrong. I searched a bunch of guides, bunch of pro player sensitivities. I watched hundreds of videos on this and realized in CSGO, when you aim, you're never really aiming from left to right like this. It's always every angle you hit is small and precise. So I changed my DPI to match what most pros were using at the time, and that was 400 DPI. I switched from 1600 DPI to 400 overnight, and of course, I played terrible for like the first week. But after I got the hang of it, my aiming and tracking was insane. It was a world of difference for me. I didn't realize I was over aiming most of my shots. I thought I was good just because my crosshair was around them, but with lower sensitivity, it's easier to track someone, easier to follow someone's movement, just plain easier. I'm going to show you guys a pretty cool way to find your right sensitivity. So you find a mark on the wall and you walk back and forth while trying to keep your crosshair on the mark. If you're noticing that you can't hold your crosshair on your mark, then lower your sensitivity. Walk in and out, move around, and if you can hold your crosshair here without it budging from the spot, then that's your sensitivity. Most of the time, newer players play with really high DPI and they usually never get better, and this is the reason why. So just lower your sensitivity, lower your DPI, that will probably increase your aim by hundreds. Tip number 3, movement. So just like in tip number 2, your movement is just as important as your aim. If you master your movement, there's no telling how good you can become. So a lot of people don't actually move that well in games, and that's because they don't practice movement. And movement is not just WASD, it's learning when to stop, learning how to get around things, just learning when to move and stop while shooting. What I mean by that is, when you move and you shoot, just look how bad the accuracy is. So you have to learn to move, stop, shoot, then move again. This one might take some time to improve on, but this right here is one of the key ways to improving your aim. To put it more simple, move forward, then hit back, and at the same time you're pressing back, shoot. My movement isn't as good as it used to be, but if you want to practice your movement, you can practice it just by playing through maps. You can practice by playing KZ maps and surf map. And if you don't know what a KZ map is just like a jumping course, and those are pretty hard to play. When you get the hang of it, your movement will be insane. And the last tip on my list to improving your aim is an obvious one, and that is to practice. Practice everything I told you, and in no time, you'll become even better than me at aiming. Probably not, because look at this. See that godlike aim? Alright, generally, if you want to improve on anything, including aiming, you have to keep practicing it. Practice, practice, practice. Keep practicing your aim. Typically, playing deathmatch helps a lot with your reaction, since there can be a million things going on at once. Just get in the habit of playing deathmatch every single day, and trust me, that will help you out a lot. Another aim practice you can try out is snapping back and forth. Choose 2 points on the wall, or even make the points yourself, and snap back and forth. Do this over and over till you hit each mark on the dot. Please choose 2 points that you would actually aim for. Don't choose something like this, because when are you ever going to aim that high? And just keep doing this over and over, then do it again, but on the other side. So if you started right to left, do left to right. Alright, I'll show you guys 2 cool workshop maps that you can use to work on your aim. The first one is called Aim Bots. Here you can practice literally everything from your spray, your one taps, any gun you want, and just everything I told you, you can practice it on this map. It's literally for any aiming thing that you'd want, all in one map. There's a ton of options for you to choose from, like you can spawn the bots however you like, make them move, make them have armor, make them run back and forth really fast, really slow, it's up to you. And the last workshop map I'm going to show you guys is called Aim Reacts. This one is a really insane map to work on your reaction time. You may have seen this before. A lot of pros use this map, and I love doing this just to get that boomer reaction out of me. See if you can top my score. There's many more workshop maps out there to work on your aim, but these are the ones that I've used to improve my aim. So yeah, go check it out for yourself. And shout out to my editor EM for editing this video. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. Go show him some love. Yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did, and subscribe if you're new. I'm almost at my goal of 10,000 subscribers, so help me reach that goal, and subscribe. Also follow me on all of my socials and come hang with me on Discord. I'm out. Peace.